Master, why have you not sold more garments? My mistress. Muriel, why have you not sold more cloth? My mistress. Mistress, I was going to tell you. Yes, I know what you're going to tell me, that the Sabbath begins at sundown, and you will not be going to the Sabbath if this coin box is not at least one half filled. Let me see. There is nothing in the coin box. How can you women say that you're bondservants to me, to work for me, and you do not sell? Mistress, we were thinking. Yes? If the coin box is not filled before sundown, we will know that our God Jehovah is not pleased. But if the coin box is at least one half filled, perhaps you can go with us down to the riverbank and we can worship again together. It's been 6 full weeks since you've been down there. Perhaps. Oh, the silkiness of Turkish coffee. It is like my cloth. Each is a work of art. A work of art. I tell you, the gods are with us. They love us. And I think Apollo is going to be very proud, including other gods. You know, it's like walking through a Greek statue gallery. Every piece is a masterpiece, individually created. Oh, take this. When you are selling, you can learn to measure the cloth and save on the cloth. You measure it like this. And as you measure it, you can gradually gather pieces of the cloth. Now, just don't let your elbow, be sure that your elbow bends, but that your shoulders don't go up. Ah, yes. So then if you're measuring the braid, you will stretch your hands as far as they will go until even the veins will show. But as you're talking, you know, the fingers can relax. And then you can cut the braid and save on the braid. Oh, there's a foursome of men at the front table now. Watch me while I sell. Gentlemen, welcome. You have before you here cloth that is hand woven and dyed in Thyatira, Turkey. It is very unusual. They take some of the murex of the shellfish, put it into cold, clear water, and oh, my countrymen spend hours and hours over big, hot dyeing vats, and occasionally they lift the cloth so that they can see if it is being dyed equally. And then they put it down. It is very difficult, but I'm so proud of them for doing this. And then after that, we can bring it here. And as many of you know, it lasts for many months and sometimes even years if treated carefully. Yes, I saw this on the wife of King Agrippa. Oh my. Gentlemen, I think you're new to the city. Tell me, how did you come? By way of the new Roman road, or did you come by ship? We came by ship. I think, too, that you're looking for the Roman public bath. Yes, we are. That's in the heart of the city. Gentlemen, why don't you come to the back room and sit down? Come right under the cloth and sit down. Muriel, get 4 cups of Turkish coffee and plenty of nuts, dates, and grapes, and plenty of pita bread. Gentlemen, yes, right under the cloth here. Esther, he saw my cloth on the King Agrippa's wife. Who are these men? Only 2 are fashionably dressed. The young boy and the doctor. They're all Jews. Ugh. I wish I did not hate men with such a purple passion. I love their money though, and by the time they leave, I will have emptied their money bags. Gentlemen, anyone need honey to sweeten it or goat's milk to lighten it? Oh, very well. Back here, I keep my finer wares. These you might know as for the people who know the market. Yes, they know the market, and they're the connoisseurs, really. I think you people know the market. Mm-hmm. This is for mothers, grandmothers, daughters, sisters, oh, and girlfriends love this one. Tell me, is there a piece of cloth I can start measuring for you? Yes, I might like this one for my grandmother Lois. You know, the one that's kind of over your head there. Yes, this one. And I don't know what I can get for my mother Eunice. I don't see anything yet that I think she would like. Very well. Just go ahead and measure that piece. That's the only one he has chosen so far. So he starts measuring. Yes. Now when you measure, yes. Just a moment. Would you remeasure before you cut, please? You don't think I would have made a mistake measuring cloth? Well, of course. Tell me, did this young man decide on what would be good for his mother? Timothy, did you decide? No. And did Timothy decide on the front table there? No. Timothy has decided on one piece. Measure that piece or we won't get it. Oh, very well. Stop. Woman, you are dishonest. You're cheating the people right here in the marketplace of Philippi. I don't think it's a good idea if we get your cloth. Come, gentlemen. I know what it is to be dishonest and to hate people. But I have changed. I'm depending on another one now to take care of me and to take my bitterness and my anger and to give me joy and beauty inside. Well, who is taking care of you? The Messiah, the Messiah is controlling my rage. I, Paul, say with great sadness that I went around trying to find Christians who believe that Jesus is the Messiah and that he rose from the grave physically. And I would stone them if they believed. I tell you, I am ashamed. But this Jehovah came to me in a dream, and he says, why don't you come over to Macedonia and help us? Straightforward, we boarded a ship and came here. No, 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 no. Miriam, what's happening? What's going on? What has happened? I'm sorry, but men came on horseback and they leaned over and they stole armloads of your cloth. I couldn't stop them. Get them, find them, I'll kill them. I'm sorry, but I think they have probably gone too far by now. I don't think you could get them. I am so sorry. Gentlemen, let's help clean up this place and put it back in order. Silas, would you grab a table there at the end of that table and help me? Yes, get it back up. And then be sure when you pick up the cloth that you dust off the bottom of each piece so that it can go up clean and be set on the tables again. I am so sorry. I am sorry we do not have the money to replace what you have lost, but I can help you. Please get your money box. In the name of Jehovah, I will give you all that I have.
On the morning of the Sabbath, 2 young Jewish maidens and 1 gentle woman from Tataria walked the mile outside of the city down to the river. Though somber, they speak of the money box 3/4 filled before sundown by a stranger who continued to speak of the Messiah. The others are already seated and singing a psalm of King David. Lydia listens to the words. Beside still waters he leadeth me. His love will guide thee tenderly. Thy grief shall pass, thy doubts shall flee. Beside still waters he leadeth me. Without hesitation, a short Jewish man of a familiar face and forceful speech rises.
My name is Paul, and I have with me young Timothy, Silas, and Dr. Luke. We are here because of a vision. I, Paul, saw a man standing in my dream who said, come over to Macedonia and help us. And straightway we boarded a ship and came. I, a Pharisee, am ashamed to tell you, I'm embarrassed that I went from city to city seeking out Christians who believe that Jesus is the Messiah, the Son of God, and that he not only died, he rose from the grave. I tell you that I, Paul, was angry bitter. But I was on my way to Damascus, and a big light from heaven just shone right down on me. And he said, voice said, Paul, Paul, why do you persecute me? I tell you, friends, I heard him and I saw him. Now I'm depending only on him to change me and make my life joyful, full of beauty. Is there anyone here who is interested? I'm interested. My name is Sintichi. I'm known here among you as the Lydian who sells purple cloth in the marketplace. I'm bitter. I'm angry. I hate everything. All I want is money. Money. When my children were babies, my husband left us without food or a place to stay. At night, I wrapped them very, very carefully and warmly and took them down to the caves with us. And we worked where I worked all night on the making purple cloth. As the children grew, I grew. They grew in size. I grew in my hatred for all men. My hatred for all men. All I said was I was going to get their money. Their money. I was never going to go hungry again. Could he change me? Oh, yes. He changed me. And I know he can change you if you mean it. And he does know all things. Oh, I mean it. I want to be changed. Well, if you're lonely, if you're angry, if you're bitter, if you're dishonest, he can change you. And he can give you joy and beauty inside. Oh, I want that. Please, I want that. Yes, you may have that as his gift to you. And Paul, would you baptize me? Yes, I'll be glad to do that. Gentlemen, I would like for you to come and live in my house for a while. It's large and I have lots of servants who can take care of you and fulfill all of your needs. Would you come to my house and live?
Acts 16:14. On the Sabbath, we went outside the city gate to the river, where we expected to find a place of prayer. We sat down and began to speak to the woman who had gathered there, the women who had gathered. One of those listening was a woman named Lydia, a dealer in purple cloth from the city of Thyatira, who was a worshiper of God. The Lord opened her heart to respond to Paul's message. When she and the members of her household were baptized, she invited us to her home. If you consider me a believer in the Lord, she said, come and stay at my house. And she persuaded us. Yep.